Alright, so I'm going to show you how to properly turn in and submit assignments in Canvas, our learning management system. So I'm going to use Module 3. Just quickly, one thing that you want to make sure you always do is view the textbook. And when you view the textbook for the module, you are going to find a lot of information. So you'll have a general overview, and sometimes there's a movie or something to look at here. But then you'll find information about the discussion, the activity, and it will give you background information so that you can successfully participate in the discussion or in the different activities. And it will also give you the actual assignments that you're going to do. So when you're thinking about things like the lesson plan, you might want to think ahead and kind of plan out what you're going to be doing for the next few weeks so that you know that you'll be able to successfully complete your lesson plans in class. So this online website is here, and it basically goes over all of the different things you'll need in the future. But now in the module, I'm going to go back to Module 3, and I'm going to choose the activity for Module 3. And so for the activity in Module 3, it has a link to the page in the textbook that you need to read. It gives you instructions and some different tools that you can use, and it also shows a rubric. Now, it is really extremely important that you always, in all the different activities, that you fully read and understand what it is you're turning in. If you have questions about the assignment and what you need to do, like if you want some examples or you're not quite getting things, do remember that you can always see samples from previous students. So if I click on Pages on the left-hand side of the page and go to View All Pages, one of my options here is to see sample portfolios. And these sample portfolios are students who have taken the course before, and you can click on their site and you can actually go in and look at the different modules. So here's Module 3, the Digital Literacy and Citizenship, and you can see a sample portfolio assignment, which is the lesson plan, and the activity, which in this case I made a video, and my reflection for the module. So you can get lots of great ideas, or it might help you make sure that you understand the prompt correctly by seeing what other students have done. So I'm going to go back to my activity for Module 3. And you can notice that up on the top right-hand side of the screen, it says Submit Assignment. When I click on that, it brings me to a submission page. And right here, I have 4 different choices for this current assignment. I can upload a file, and I can choose multiple files. So this would be if I had like a Word doc saved on my computer. I can also choose text entry, and text entry allows me to type in text. I can't type right now at all. Type in text. If I had a link, let's say it went to google.com, you can hyperlink that by highlighting it, clicking on the little link, and typing in your website. Now the instructors will be able to click on it and go to your site. Okay, but if you had a website URL, you can choose website URL and just paste it right in there. The last option I have is for a Google Doc. But before I do that, I'm going to move over to my Google Drive, and I'm going to show you how you are going to create folders and assignments in your Google Drive, because you need to make sure that you share them so that anyone with a link can view. So the first thing you should do in this course is click on New and Folder, and you're going to set up a Digital Educator folder, and you can call it whatever you want. I called it DE folder, but whatever you want to call it is fine. Now, up on the top right of your screen, notice I have this folder highlighted. I'm going to click on the Share button, which is the little person with the plus. And I don't want to share it with specific people. Please, please, please do not share it with your instructors. What you're going to do is you're going to click on Advanced on the bottom right-hand side. And where it says Who has access private, you're going to click Change. And then you want to choose On Anyone with a Link. If you are in your Google Apps for Ed account, your SEQ account, you're going to see a few more choices, but you still want to choose On Anyone with a Link. You don't want to limit it just to people in SEQ or SUHSD. You're going to do On Anyone with a Link, Can View, and press Save. Now you can see anyone with a link can view it, and I'm going to say Done. All right, now you can notice with our folder that there's a little person there. That means that it's been shared. If I click on it and open it up, I'm now going to create folders inside of it, and they're for each of my modules. So let's say module 3, and notice that this folder has a person on it. That's because it takes on the sharing rights of the folder that it's in. If I go into module 3 and I do new Google Doc, it gives me a warning saying it's created in a shared folder. It will have the same share settings as the selected folder, which is what we want. So here I'm going to title my document Activity Module 3. And here is my activity. Let's pretend I finished this entire assignment. Now, when I go back to my Google Drive, notice that I have my document here, and there's little people next to it. That tells me it's shared. Because we shared our parent folder, the DE folder that anyone with a link can view, anything we do inside of it, anything we create will automatically be shared. So I don't have to worry about this every time I create an assignment. I don't have to worry about the share settings. All right, so let's pretend we've created our assignments for the unit. I'm going to go back to Canvas. All right, so I clicked on Google Doc now because I want to submit my activity module 3 Google Doc that I just created, and it takes a minute for the Google Doc to load. You'll see a pink striped bar that's moving, and in a second or two you will end up seeing all of the different folders and documents in your Google Drive. So module 3 was the folder I just created. So if I open that up, I can see my activity for module 3. So I'm going to click on that and press Submit Assignment. And it's going to retrieve a copy of my Google Doc, and it's going to then bring me back to the activity module 3 page. All right, so now it has submitted. It says assignment successfully submitted up at the top, and on the right hand side you can see that it says submission. It was turned in February 5th at 6:09 p.m. I can download it to make sure it worked. If it was a link, you can see the link there to the assignment. I can also click on submission details to get more information. I can add comments that I might want to give to the instructor. I can click on it here to download it. I can also resubmit the assignment. So if you notice that you get some notifications from your instructor that you need to make some changes, you can change it and then resubmit it, your new assignment, by clicking resubmit assignment and then just re-uploading your new or updated document.